So, you just shared something with a partner, and they shared something with you. What I'd like you to do is check in with yourself and answer this question for yourself, not saying it out loud. Answer this question for yourself. How did you know what it was that you noticed about me? Did you see it? Did you hear it? Did you feel it? Or did you have a sense of it? And just check in with yourself. How did you know? Okay? Great. So with your permission, I'm going to go back in to talking a little bit more about experiments. All right? So if an experiment can happen in different places in the coaching conversation, I understand that there are people with all different levels of coaching experience. When I say beginning, middle, and end of coaching conversation, is there anyone who is confused by that? Great. So one kind of experiment that is particularly useful at each of these phases of a coaching conversation is an awareness experiment. And it would be lovely if we had the next several days together. Well, for me anyway. I don't know what you just shared about me, so you can make that choice your own self. So what I decided to do is pull out one experiment that can be done in a very short and tidy period of time that can have profound insight in terms of building capacity in our coaching clients, and one that is able to span whatever part of the coaching conversation that you're in. So we're going to have a quick deep dive in something called awareness experiments so that you can leave today with an opportunity to try them out if you'd like to. Okay? Great. So, an awareness experiment okay, my disclaimer is I frankly like being really obvious. So, this is not a trick question. We already talked about what an experiment is. What do you think an awareness experiment is, as opposed to like a Fred experiment that has some acronym to it? What do you think an awareness experiment might be about? Popcorn.
Creating an aha moment.
Creating an aha moment, yeah.
Noticing.
Noticing, great. Being mindful, sure. Focus, got it. Focus on the coachee, having the coachee focus, right. So, when you're building awareness in yourself, okay, when you're building awareness in yourself, as you're just sitting here right now, and I've asked you to notice a few things about yourself. What are you aware of based on some of the questions that I've been asking you? Just checking with yourself. What are you aware of? What's resonating with you? What's bumping up against something that isn't quite right for you? What words am I using that are uncomfortable to hear or are foreign? What are you seeing that is appealing or offensive or making you curious? What are you sensing about what's going on in the room right now as I'm standing here and you're sitting there? Just check in with yourself. And as I request that check-in, as you are in this room around awareness, which is about, these are people, that's the coachee, here's you, the star coach. What are you as the coach in the situation becoming aware of? And when I'm standing here coaching you in a group, what are you as the coachee aware of? Okay. So let me ask you that now, and I will repeat your words so they go on tape. So when we're thinking about awareness in the coach, well, actually, let's go to the coachee first, because you're the coachee right now, because I'm the one doing this part and you're the one doing that part. So what are some of the things that you are aware of right now? Just popcorn some things out.
Receptivity.
Receptivity, great. What else?
Environment.
You're aware of the environment, yep. What else are you aware of? How quiet it is now. What else?
Physical.
Your physical?
Yeah.
My physical.
Time.
Time. And there may be a whole bunch of other things that you're aware of, right? So, as you are becoming aware of those, what are you noticing then about how you are doing yourself in this environment? How are you managing yourself? How are you managing our interaction? How are you participating? How are you making your grocery list? What are you noticing about how you, sitting in this coaching perspective? Now, my having asked you to notice that, I'm curious. As you're paying attention to these things, what happens for you? What are you now aware of?
Making choices.
You're making choices. Great. What else are you aware of? You're really thinking. Yeah, noodling it through. Great. What else?
I'm present to what's happening now.
You're present to what's happening now. Anything else that you're noticing now that you've become a little bit more aware of some of these things that are going on inside of you? Anything else? One more.
Tuning out distractions.
You're tuning out distractions. And whatever it is that you're noticing, my hunch is that that's how you do yourself a little bit in the world. When you're really thinking, there's a way that you really think. When you tune out what's going on in the world, there's a certain way that you do that. When you're identifying choices, there's a way that that serves you. Okay? So my being as the coach and asking you to check in and notice a few things and heighten the awareness, and then seeing how you make meaning of that for yourself is a little awareness experiment. How cool is that? Okay, so let me break it down for you. And before I do that, I want to take a stop action. I'm going to step out of the role of presenter. I'm going to stop action. My request for you is a similar request to what I asked the last time. But my request now is upgraded. I want to just make it a little bit more challenging. And that is to say, use a different way of perceiving me, Melissa Kelly-McCabe. So before you made an observation about me, it was with your eyes. Please use your ears, your heart, or your gut. If you sense something about me before, please use something else, your heart, your eyes, and your ears. And turn to the person next to you and tell them what you notice about me in the last 10 minutes or so, what you notice about me in front of the room as we've been going through this, using a different mode for yourself. You get it? Great. Go ahead and do that, and I'll ring the bell in a minute. 5 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry.